Okay, so have you ever thought about maybe like reading War and Peace?
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty big commitment, right?
It's a big one.
But we're here to kind of help you figure out if it's maybe the right journey for you.
Right.
We've got some pretty interesting stuff to share today from freeebooks.com,
Yeah.
which is a website where you can actually download this massive book for free.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I was looking at this website, and it calls War and Peace one of the greatest books ever written.
Hmm.
That's a pretty big claim, wouldn't you say?
Totally. It's definitely got the hype.
Yeah.
But is it really all that?
I mean, well, let's unpack that a bit.
Okay.
What makes a book great?
Right.
I mean, one of the things that could make this book great is that it covers Napoleon's invasion of Russia
Oh, wow.
in the early 1800s.
Yeah.
And it's told through the eyes of 5 aristocratic Russian families.
5 families? That's a lot of characters to keep track of.
That is a lot of characters. And Tolstoy masterfully introduces us to them all at this lavish dinner party in St. Petersburg back in 1805.
Okay.
You can practically feel the tension as these families are, making small talk and chatting, knowing that war is on the horizon.
So we've got historical drama, right? With Napoleon butting heads with Russia.
Right.
But what about these families?
Yeah.
What's so special about their stories?
I think that's where Tolstoy's genius really shines.
Okay.
He doesn't just tell us about the war. He
Yeah.
shows us how it impacts the lives of these families.
Hmm.
He dives into their relationships, their loves, their losses, betrayals,
Right.
all the messy stuff that makes us human.
Okay, so it's like we're getting a front row seat to history,
Yes,
but also like a backstage pass
totally.
to the lives of these characters.
Yeah, and remember, the website calls this book extraordinarily detailed and complex.
Yeah.
And they aren't kidding.
Right.
Tolstoy really takes his time to develop these characters and their inner lives. Like, you get to know their motivations.
Yeah.
Their flaws, their dreams, everything.
It's almost like he wants us to connect with these characters on a personal level.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just see them as historical figures.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But why does that matter centuries later?
Right.
Why is this book still considered to be so great?
That's where it gets really interesting. I think
Okay.
the historical context is very specific, right?
Yeah.
But the themes that Tolstoy tackles,
Uh-huh.
the impact of war,
Yeah.
the struggles of love and loss,
Mm.
the search for meaning,
Right.
those are all universal.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still grappling with those same questions today.
So it's like, even though the book was written over 150 years ago,
Yeah,
it's still speaking to us in the 21st century.
I think so.
That's pretty powerful,
It is.
which makes me wonder, how are people accessing these classics today?
Right?
I mean, enter freeebooks.com.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so fascinating because this platform offers War and Peace for free
Wow.
and in multiple formats,
Okay.
like Mobi and PDF.
Hmm.
It just shows that they want to make it as easy as possible for you to read it on any device.
That's super convenient.
Yeah.
Imagine having to track down a physical copy.
Yeah.
You might never get around to reading it.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I mean, free ebook platforms have really democratized access to literature.
Hmm.
Anyone with an internet connection can download War and Peace
Yeah.
and countless other titles
Wow.
absolutely free.
So it's not just about the cost.
Right.
It's about making these books readily available
Totally.
to anyone who wants them.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
But are there any downsides
Oh, of course.
to this whole free ebook thing?
Yeah.
It's got to be a catch, right?
There's always two sides to every coin.
Okay.
For one, think about quality control
Yeah.
with free platforms.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you don't know what you're getting in terms of accuracy.
Right. Or even the legitimacy of the source.
So it's kind of like a trade-off.
Exactly.
You get convenience
Yes.
and affordability,
Uh-huh.
but you might sacrifice a bit of quality
Right.
or peace of mind.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there's the impact on authors and publishers.
Right.
When books are free,
Yeah.
it can really undercut the traditional publishing industry,
Mm-hmm.
which relies on book sales to fund new works.
Makes sense.
It's a tricky situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this tension
Yeah.
then between making literature accessible
Uh-huh.
and supporting the people who create it.
Yeah.
But before we get too deep into that,
Okay.
I want to point out something I noticed on freeebooks.com.
Oh, yeah.
It's their top downloads list.
Yeah.
And guess what's not at the top?
I have a feeling War and Peace isn't exactly trending.
You are right.
Yeah.
Instead, we've got titles like
Okay.
How to Analyze People on Site,
Mm.
Love Letters,
Interesting.
and 28 days to success.
Dominating the downloads.
So what's your take on that? What do you think?
It's a pretty fascinating glimpse
Yeah.
into reader interest, wouldn't you say?
It is.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a huge appetite for practical self-improvement titles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people are looking for quick wins
Right.
and easy solutions in our fast-paced world.
Yeah, and yet War and Peace still manages to pull in nearly 10,000 downloads, which isn't insignificant.
Right.
What do you make of that?
That's what I find so intriguing.
Yeah.
It suggests that there's still a group of readers out there
Yeah.
who are hungry for something more substantial,
Okay.
something that challenges them intellectually and emotionally. They're willing to invest the time and effort
Right.
to really dive deep into a complex work like War and Peace.
That makes me think about the motivations behind choosing certain books.
Yeah.
Is it purely personal interest,
Right.
or are there other factors at play?
Mm.
Like maybe the presence of these other titles.
Uh-huh.
These like quick fix books
Yeah.
actually influences someone's decision to download War and Peace.
That's a brilliant observation.
Wow.
We are constantly bombarded with choices.
Right.
And the way things are presented can definitely nudge us in certain directions.
Yeah.
Maybe seeing those popular self-help titles makes someone think,
Mhm.
you know what? I need something more than a quick fix. I want to engage with something timeless and profound.
So it's like War and Peace stands out as this monumental challenge.
Yes,
Almost a statement against the instant gratification culture.
totally.
It says, I'm willing to put in the work to get something truly rewarding.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And that brings up another fascinating aspect of this.
Okay.
Sometimes we choose books because of what they say about us,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
Maybe reading War and Peace isn't just about the story itself, but also how it makes you feel.
Right.
Like you're part of a select group who appreciates the finer things in life.
So it's like a badge of honor, a way of saying, I'm the kind of person who reads Tolstoy.
Exactly.
It's almost like a secret handshake
Yeah.
among those who appreciate challenging literature.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's about cultural capital, and
Mhm.
books can definitely be a form of currency in that sense.
That's interesting.
But there's a potential pitfall here, wouldn't you say?
I totally see where you're going with this.
Okay.
What if someone picks up War and Peace just for appearances
Exactly.
and not because they're genuinely interested?
Right.
Yeah.
It becomes more about showing off than about a genuine desire to learn and grow.
Right.
It's like buying a fancy sports car just to impress your neighbors.
Right.
But secretly, you hate driving it.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
The key is to find that balance, right?
Yeah.
To choose books that genuinely intrigue and challenge you,
Mhm.
regardless of what anyone else might think.
I agree.
But that's a conversation for another time.
Indeed. And it leads us to the most important question of all. Dear listener, what stands out to you about War and Peace so far?
Yeah, what has piqued your curiosity?
What are you thinking about?
And now that you have a taste of what this book is all about,
Yeah.
would you be more inclined to read it?
Why or why not?
We want to hear your thoughts.
Let us know. And if you do decide to give it a go, think about how you want to experience War and Peace.
Yeah.
Would you go old school with like a paperback?
Right.
Opt for the convenience of an ebook?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe even try an audiobook?
Ooh, audiobooks. I hadn't even considered that.
Yeah.
It'd be like having a personal storyteller
Totally.
guiding you through
Yeah.
the epic battles and the intimate moments.
Exactly. And it's fascinating how the format can shape our perception of a story.
Right.
An audiobook could really highlight the emotional nuances of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
while a physical book lets you kind of savor Tolstoy's language at your own case.
It's like choosing between watching a movie and reading the book.
Yeah.
Both have their merits, but offer totally different experiences.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the best format is the one that resonates with you,
Right.
the one that allows you to fully immerse yourself in the world that Tolstoy created.
Okay, before we get lost in 19th century Russia,
Okay.
let's circle back to freeebooks.com for a sec.
Yeah.
I was poking around the site,
Okay.
and I noticed they have a ton of different categories.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything from sci-fi to self-improvement.
It really does feel like a digital library of Alexandria, doesn't it?
Totally. You could get lost for hours
Yeah.
browsing all the titles.
Totally.
It made me think, what does it mean to have access to all this literature
Right.
literally at our fingertips?
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You're hitting on something really important here.
Okay.
It's like we're living in this incredible moment where The barriers to entry for reading have been lowered significantly.
Yeah.
Anyone with an internet connection can explore the world of literature in ways that were unimaginable just a few decades ago.
It's like the democratization of knowledge.
Yes.
Right? No longer are these classic works confined to libraries or dusty bookshelves.
Right.
They're out there
Yeah.
in the digital ether, free for anyone to download and enjoy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But is that always a good thing?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It's amazing to have access to all these books.
Right.
But are we actually reading them?
Yeah.
Or are we just skimming the surface, hopping from one title to the next without really engaging deeply with the material?
It's like we have this buffet of knowledge spread out before us.
Yes.
But are we just loading up our plates without actually savoring the flavors?
Such a great analogy.
Yeah.
And it brings up another interesting point.
Okay.
We've talked about War and Peace, but this applies to reading in general.
Right.
Are we truly reading for enrichment and understanding?
Yeah.
Or are we simply consuming content to pass the time?
And how does the format play into that? Does reading on a screen with all its distractions and notifications affect our ability to focus and truly engage with the text?
That's a question researchers are still grappling with.
Yeah.
Some studies suggest that reading on screens can lead to more superficial processing of information, while others argue that digital platforms can enhance engagement through interactive features and multimedia content.
It's like we're in this grand experiment,
Yes.
figuring out how technology shapes our relationship with reading.
Exactly.
And it's not just about screens versus paper, right? There's also the whole audiobook phenomenon, which has exploded in recent years.
Absolutely. Audiobooks open up a whole new world of possibilities, especially for people who struggle with traditional reading or those who want to multitask while they read.
I've actually heard people say they prefer audiobooks.
Yeah.
Because it allows them to connect with the story on a more emotional level.
Oh, wow.
It's like the narrator becomes a character in itself.
Yeah.
Guiding you through the narrative and bringing the words to life.
That's a really interesting perspective. It suggests that the format itself can influence our interpretation of a story and even our emotional response to it.
And with advancements in AI and text-to-speech technology, who knows what the future holds for audiobooks?
That's true.
Imagine listening to War and Peace, narrated by a voice that sounds exactly like Tolstoy himself.
That's a pretty wild thought.
Yeah.
But it speaks to the endless possibilities that technology is opening up for readers. It's an exciting time to be a bookworm, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But amidst all this excitement,
Yeah.
it's important to remember why we read in the first place.
Right.
It's about more than just consuming content. It's about engaging with ideas, expanding our horizons,
Right.
and connecting with something larger than ourselves.
So true. And sometimes that means taking a step back from the endless stream of information and really immersing ourselves in a single work, even if it's a daunting one like War and Peace.
And that brings us back to you, dear listener.
Yes.
We've explored War and Peace from all angles.
We have?
Its historical context, its literary merit, the way it's being presented on freeebooks.com,
Right.
and even how different formats might shape your experience of the story.
Now we want to hear from you.
What are your thoughts on all this?
What resonates with you most?
Has this deep dive maybe changed your perspective at all on tackling a classic like War and Peace?
Well, we've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah.
from the historical backdrop of Napoleonic Russia
Right.
to the intricate lives of Tolstoy's characters, the allure of free ebooks, and even the potential downsides of an all-you-can-read digital buffet.
It's funny, we started by looking at this freeebooks.com website.
Right.
And it's become a launch pad for such a broader conversation about how we approach reading in the digital age.
And that's the beauty of a deep dive, isn't it?
Yeah.
We start with a single source, and it opens up all these unexpected avenues of exploration.
Speaking of unexpected avenues, one thing that keeps coming back to me is that top downloads list on freeebooks.com.
Yeah.
It's almost like a mirror reflecting our cultural desires, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The fact that titles like How to Analyze People on Site and 28 Days to Success are so popular.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about our yearning for quick fixes and instant gratification.
But then you have War and Peace just sitting there with its nearly 10,000 downloads, reminding us that there's still a thirst for something more substantial, something that challenges us to slow down and think deeply.
It's like a quiet rebellion against the cult of speed. Choosing War and Peace in a world of instant downloads and bite-sized content is almost a radical act.
And that brings us back to you, dear listener. We've given you a glimpse into the world of War and Peace, explored the evolving landscape of reading, and pondered the motivations behind our literary choices. Now it's your turn to reflect.
If War and Peace were a person that you met at a party, would you be intrigued enough to strike up a conversation?
Would you be drawn to their complexity,
their depth,
their ability to make you question your assumptions and see the world in a new light?
Or would you politely excuse yourself and gravitate towards someone who promises a more lighthearted and entertaining exchange?
The choice, dear listener, is entirely yours. But we hope this deep dive has equipped you to make that choice with a little more insight and a lot more curiosity.
So go forth and explore the vast and wonderful world of literature, whether you choose to conquer War and Peace or embark on a different literary adventure altogether.
Happy reading.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.